Hiya folks, how are we doing? So it's Tuesday, it's lunchtime, the sun is out, it's also quite windy, you can see the state of my haystack of a hair. So I thought I'd go up to the allotment, see what's going on, and I thought I'd bring you guys with me. Now, full disclosure, I have not been up here since before Christmas because I'm a really, really bad gardener. And I don't like the cold, and I don't like the wind, and I don't like the rain. And that's all we've had basically since Christmas. So let's go and have a look around, see what's growing, see what's not, and make a list of jobs to do for the coming weeks. It's not looking as bad as I expected. She says, just tripping over a stump there. That was a great start. Anyway, I'll turn you around and I'll show you what's going on, because you don't want to be looking at me, you want to be looking in the garden, right? Let's go. Okay, so here's the plot. If you haven't seen this before, I've got a half plot, which is plenty for me and Adam to be looking after, really. And here she is. This is it. And actually, she's looking pretty good. So, if you'll remember, if you've seen my first few videos, you'll see heaps and heaps of bindweed, and it looks like the frost has taken care of that. So it's just going to be a case of staying on top of it, I think, over the coming months. So the compost bin is still there. We need to do something with that quite desperately. I've got my water butt. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. So this is my rhubarb patch. I've got one crown. Actually, I've got three. That crown isn't supposed to be there. I thought I dug that out. Right, okay, interesting. So, at the moment, I've got one. You get out the way of the sun. 2, 3 rhubarb crowns. I don't need 3 rhubarb crowns. Nobody needs 3 rhubarb crowns. So I will need to deal with that, I think. It looks like they're all coming back up. I dug that one out, and it's come back with a vengeance. Anyway, that's fine. Right. So we've got 4 beds, and they are not looking weedy, but the hoops are falling down. That's fine. That's a quick fix. So first off, we've got the garlic beds. So we've got elephant garlic that side, and then the other varieties here, and I can't remember what they were, but they all had white in the name, so that's garlic. That's all doing, I'm pretty happy with that. So we sowed that at the end of October, beginning of November, so it has been cold, so hopefully the cold weather has helped those garlic cloves split under the soil. That's why you plant them and overwinter them, so you get nice separate cloves. So pretty happy with that. So this bed's a bit disappointing. I've just pulled the hoop up so we can have a proper look. I mean, these are the broad beans. It looks like we've got 5 plants pop up. I think I put seeds all across this bed. I'm going to have to look back to the video and remember. 5 plants, but that's okay. I've got more seed, and it's not too late to plant them. So actually, we'll probably just have earlier crops off of these. 5, I can't even count. 4. We'll have early crops off of these 4, and then I will plant some, nowish probably, and we'll get sort of a longer harvest. So that's okay. And then in between these, I believe I planted, there's some brassicas. So I think there's some, that looks like a pak choi there that's been heavily slugged. And then some other brassicas. I'm not sure what these are. That looks like a kale there. If I can get in there better. Yeah. Someone, seedling expert, I'm sure will tell me, but I think that looks like a kale or a broccoli. But yeah, a little bit disappointing. I think that's the risk you take over winter. I mean, you're going to have 100% failure if you don't put the seeds in the ground. And, if you do, then maybe you'll get some successes, and that's okay. Bearing in mind, I've not been up here for a good 8 weeks. I've not looked after the plants. It's fine. And I've still got so much time to put stuff in the ground, and plenty of space, actually. So I'm not worried. That's fine. I've got 4 broad bean plants, a couple of half-assed choys. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, and this one was another brassica bed. If you remember in my last video, I potted a lot of started plants out and said that they would grow slowly. They have grown slowly, possibly a little slower than I was expecting, but we've got some choys here. Again, they've got some slug damage, or something's been having a nibble. So that's good to know. I think with some extra protection, we should be able to get some good crops out of these. The purple sprouting didn't do a lot. And I think these are some more kales down here. They've done better than the other bed, interestingly. They do seem a bit bigger and stronger than the ones in the other bed. Cool, okay, everything else is looking pretty normal for winter, I think. Let's zoom out again. So that's an empty bed at the moment. Not sure what I'm going to put in that. And then we're going to build some more beds over this tarp here. So our plot basically goes from, I'll stand at the end here. So our plot goes from this sort of bit of wood chipping here, just up to the compost bin, and then from the side, so up to where the edge of the tarp is there, to just past that bed. So it's a decent enough space. So yeah, not an awful lot going on up here at the moment. Most of the action's going on back down at the house. So let's go and have a look at that, shall we? I've just noticed as well, I said I dug up the rhubarb crown. I put it on the compost heap and look, it's sprouted in the compost heap as well. Oh my goodness, does anyone local want any rhubarb? I can't get rid of it. I bloody love just looking at other people's allotments as well, like just the creative ways people grow stuff. And I don't know what the order of the day is. I'm going to find out what that is. So yeah, you've got like tyres here, which I'm assuming is, well, not for grass, that's what's in it at the moment, but potatoes maybe. Some good looking leeks there. What else have we got? I mean, it is February, but I just love looking at allotments. Look at all the activity going on, you know, there's so much potential here, so many people that are putting their like love and passion into such a beautiful hobby, and I just think that's amazing. I think allotment sites are some of the most wholesome places you can be on. So yeah, if you don't have an allotment and you have the time and energy to look after one, I would highly recommend it. Hello, right, so it's a few days later and I am of course back at home. And because it's a few days later, we do have an outfit change. Don't worry, I did not wake up in the 1940s today. I just thought I'd try out a headscarf. I'm kind of into it. So anyway, we were going to have a look at the action happening in my plant room, which is also my office and is also my rabbit's bedroom. So this is a very hard working room and it is full to the brim with greenery. So let's go and have a look around. So welcome to the office. This is pretty much just my room and Molly's. She's having a little sleep down there. Hey Molly. So this is where I work, and I've also got a desk for crafting, painting, seed sowing. It's very messy at the moment. Please excuse me, let's not dwell on that. But as you can see, this room is very much decorated to my taste with lots of family pictures, lots of painted things that I've done or collected, and of course, the pièce de la résistance, plants. 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 So obviously it's still quite early in the year, but I do have some vegetables that I have already started to grow for this year. We'll just start at this end and move along. So these are leeks and they are, turn that round, the blue Soleil's variety. I sowed these probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago now. They're doing all right. I think I've never really successfully grown leeks before, but I think I need to leave them in this sort of little pot until they're about pencil thick, is that right? and then plant them into their final place up at the allotment. They've also, a lot of them have still got the seed like husk stuck to them. I'm trying not to play with them because I don't want to damage the plant, but like, will it hurt it if I just pick the seed husks off? I'm not sure. So next up we have got sweet peas. Now I actually did a short about sowing sweet peas a few days ago up here on YouTube and on Instagram and TikTok. So if you're on any of those platforms, I am there too. I am wild.patch.life because someone had rudely already taken the wild patch, but I've got the YouTube channel, so I've got the one that counts. Anyway, so these are sweet peas. This is a mixture of beeline, which are sort of pinks and orangey colours, and skylark, which were lovely, like blue, dark blue, light blue and white. So I'm really looking forward to those. That's going to be an absolute riot of colour once those have flowered in a few months' time. So next up we've got some salad mix, a mild mix and a spicy mix. These are both from Chiltern Seeds. These are looking a bit leggy, and I think it might be time to, I don't know, prick these out. Although they look like cut and come again salads, so I don't know. I don't really know what to do with those. If anybody knows, please, I would very much value the advice. I'm not doing very well with giving advice here, am I? Here we go. Right. So next we've got the big hitters. So we've got chili, Big Sun Habanero, chili Anaheim, and chili jalapeno. I grow these every year with varying success. Again, these are looking quite leggy. I don't have grow lights or anything like that. This room is a sun room, so there are skylights, and obviously I've got this massive window, but still they're looking quite leggy and possibly close to the stage where I can pop them on. So I will keep an eye on those, and I'll probably pop those on in the next sort of week or so. And then this side I've got more chilies. I'm just going to turn these around so we can see the labels. Oh no, these are peppers. So we've got sweet banana pepper and King of the North. It's my first year growing both of these. Normally I go for the California Wonder peppers, which I've not really done too well for me in the past. And then lastly, I've got chili Chihuahua Negro. I think that's how you pronounce it. So these are like good chilies for drying and adding to things like chili con carnes. They're like a chocolate chili, and you dry them and jar them and use them that way. These are saved seeds from some plants I grew. I say plants, I sowed a load of seeds last year and grew one plant with one chili on it. So I'm hoping some of these will do a bit better for me this year. And then finally, I've got some very sad looking flowers, and I believe these are both wallflower. Oh no, these are scabious Sternkugel. They're both the same variety. They're looking really flat. I've been watering them quite often because they are on a heat pad here, so maybe they don't need to be, but they're looking really sad. I'm certainly not a flower grower, so if you guys have any advice on growing flowers or can point me in the direction of some good YouTube channels, I am all ears. And then lastly, I won't say too much about these, but that's what they're called, and they were a gift from my friends, so can't wait to see how that one turns out. So also on my windowsill I've got this curious looking thing. These are actually cuttings from my Valentine's bouquet from Adam. So I've got 2 eucalyptus cuttings in there and a rose. I'm not going to mess about with it too much. I'll just go in a bit closer so you can, I mean, they're just sticks with leaves on them at this stage. Again, I did a short about how I've taken cuttings and I'm trying to root them. So if that's of any interest, please do look it up. So that is pretty much all I've got going on at the moment. Like I said, it is February. I try not to sow seeds too early just because I have got limited space and limited light, and I would much rather wait until the longer days and the warmer temperatures to start seeds off, to just basically get them off to the best and strongest start. However, things like chilies, the earlier the better. So I have taken a bit of a risk on those. That said, of course, I'm not going to hold off until the end of March to sow more seeds, and I've got a little box here of herb seeds, which I want to get started soon. So we've got coriander. I love coriander. I know it's not for everybody, but I absolutely love it, especially in homemade guacamole. Mwah, chef's kiss. So that will be going in very soon. I'm going to try that in like a winter sowing situation. So I saw a video on Holly May's Good Life YouTube channel last week, I think. I'll drop a link in the description below about sowing seeds in plastic bottles and leaving them outside, and they make little mini greenhouses. So I'm going to collect some plastic bottles and try my herbs in those. So I'll let you know how I get on, and if you want to find out more about how to do that, go and see Holly May's video. So that's the coriander. I've got, I forgot I bought this actually. This is ramsons or wild garlic that I bought last year, thinking, oh yeah, I'd love to get some of that, and then I don't have to go foraging around in the woods and potentially get garlic that's been peed on by a dog or worse. So it says sow indoors or under glass January to December, but I think they do need some stratification, so it might be a bit late, or not late, but if I sow them now they might not come up till next year. So that would be an interesting one to try. So ramsons. I'm going to hold off on the basil. I've got quite a few basils. I'm a basil addict. I love the stuff, but I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit because it just is a little bit more tender. And hopefully I'm going to have my greenhouse / polytunnel ready in the next few weeks. So once those are sown, they can go out there. Chives, sow indoors all year round. Perfect. Again, I'll try that with the winter sowing. Similarly with thyme. That's more coriander and parsley. So a good collection of herbs there. I'm going to try them all in some plastic bottles out in the garden, and I'll let you know how I get on. The rest I think is different types of basil. Yeah, basil, holy basil, Thai basil. I told you I like basil. And red basil. Yeah, so I'm not going to touch those for another few weeks. But believe me, when it warms up, I'm going to be going crazy on the basil. So yeah, that is it for me. I would love to know what you are sowing this time of year, or what you're going to sow next. And I'd also love to know what you've got growing on your windowsills or your greenhouse. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a little thumbs up. Leave me a comment, let me know what you're growing. And if you aren't already, I would be really grateful if you'd subscribe to my channel. It really helps me grow, and it helps me understand what the gardening community are interested in content-wise. So that would be great. We've already got a lovely little community going on. Also, I need to shout out to Steve over at Digwell Green Fingers for giving me a bit of a boost last week. I think I gained about 20 or 30 subscribers just from that one video. So Steve, thank you. Really appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to taking part in the single seed potato challenge this year. And good luck to all the entrants who have received their potatoes round about now, I think. So really looking forward to seeing how everyone gets on. So that's it from me. Quite a short but sweet video. I hope you're all having a lovely week or weekend, depending on when you're watching this. And I will see you next time. Bye.